Hey, hello friends. So, this is a discussion connected to the Soul Exchange. The whole list of 15 heroes is out with Small Giants releasing on their Facebook page. The last four fellows earlier today. So, I made a video of those four and rolled out. And this video is me compiling all the 15 together and having a quick conversation and some thoughts as the D Day arrives for those who are interested and also seeking information about who and what to look for. Keeping today's play in mind. A small point I want to clarify before I start talking. I clearly prefer hero specials compared to the stats. That's why I have only one legendary hero with LB2. I have got many with LB1s. So hero special is the key for my kind of play, which you all would have seen in my videos. So let's dive in and see. I'm going to do it color wise, and in the end I will say I'll share who I feel is important in what color to seriously consider and who to just skip as per my understanding and play. So let's dive in. That's the first hero that was released. I think it was in the very first intro. So all the three were darks. So this is one, and that's Utraan. He is one of the early heroes of the month. Very fast speed. Gives a back to the target, poison, and all that. That you can check the hero card available online. And okay, we haven't seen him much. Not a big fan of an impact one unless it's a serious impact one. This was the other hero, dark again, and that's Costume Dr. Moreau from the Underwild family. That's season 4. Obviously there's a costume bonus, then there are multiple passives that adds to it. I will speak more detail about these heroes on the day of the Soul Exchange. But just to give a thought, this fellow impacts 3, gives an accuracy ailment apart from the damage at fast speed, which resets if it is healed. So that's useful for the ones who are looking for a dark impact 3 hero. He can be considered, especially the benefit is he has that costume bonus. Obviously this is a picture, so I cannot tap and show the costume bonus, so I will let it be. The third dark one is this one, that's Narissa. She is an impact all hero at fast speed. And apart from the minus 34 attack ailment that she obviously along with the damage gives to every enemy, the duration of status ailments which are active on the enemies, they get renewed, and plus she is from the Bard family, and hence all heroes, or rather all allies who are solo family chaps, they get 5% additional mana, and that helps mana generation. So that helps, and obviously she has her own passes. So she is actually a brilliant hero because of all the things that she does. But I have a partial approach towards heroes that impact all, because impact all heroes are not absolute killers in terms of damage, but they do 2 very important roles. One, they are impacting all. So nobody, even if there is a gap, they still are doing something as per their special and purpose. And the second part is they also are powerful support heroes. So they are like, she is doing a damage and she's giving an ailment of minus 34 attack to all. and she's resetting the ailments of all enemies for whatever duration the actual ailment is supposed to be. So, damage, ailments, so all support as a combo, and plus that family bonus additional mana generation. We move to the nature heroes. Costume Francie. She is fast, speed, impact 3. Damage, cleanses status ailments from all allies at the end of each turn for 3 turns, and obviously gives minus 54 defense down specifically to the ice allies. So there's an elemental defense down to ice allies, not in general. She has a passive which is stealing buffs, and she has a costume bonus. All this combines to make her a better hero than the stats that you can see. I have just got her at 11 emblem nodes. So basically I have included the picture of the heroes that I have, and the ones that I don't have, I've picked it up from the Empires and Puzzles forum. She actually is a very unique hero of cleansing over 3 turns at the end of each turn, and that really helps in a lot of ailments, especially something if this one mindless attack has been given at the end of the turn, it gets cleansed off, and that's one of the big talks, and we'll see why in this soul exchange. Then we have this Musketeer Athos. So I have him at 9 emblem nodes, occasionally use him. He's a very fast fellow, has the benefits of all the family bonus and the passive of the Musketeers. But at very fast speed, what he does is destroys all minions from one target. Deals a 470 damage, obviously limit broken and full emblems, the stats will be much better. And so he gives a hard whack, and that whack bypasses very, very clearly. So many times he ends up killing. I have faced him on defense, and he has knocked off 2 to 3 heroes single-handedly in my team. Obviously, there were no tiles and blah blah blah, but that is irrelevant. Important factor is he charges fast and whacks hard. The other good part is he heals himself by generating HP of 306 over 2 turns. So if he's the last fellow standing, you can, on offense, you can keep healing and whacking and still win. So very unique and a cool hero, and very fast speed, which means he charges very fast. This is the unique one that showed up today. Ignite. Ignite is the, obviously first thing that pops out is the fighter talent, which means ability to revive. Part of the ninja introductions, along with Serendite, fire hero, and Amethyst, dark hero. These 3 heroes had one thing very unique in common. At the very first charge, they were impacting all enemies, which you can see over here also, that deals 200% damage to all enemies, summons a minion for each ally with blah blah HP, and this minion gives its owner the ability to counterattack with 60% of the damage received. Now this first charge, as I have said, and we'll repeat, tower heroes primarily get used in the first and the second charge. I'm talking about the 3 charge heroes. So first charge itself, there is a damage, there is a minion, and there is counterattack. That makes this hero absolutely brilliant. And I know how useful Amethyst and Serendite are for my play. And especially these heroes that impact all come in super handy in dealing with Luna and various other heroes who reduce mana. Because charge heroes, usually charge above their first mana, and hence they survive that mana unless there is all the three Luna shots, that is Luna and nearby shots, come on her, then obviously we'll see, but that usually doesn't happen. So they come in really handy with quite a lot of scenarios where mana is at play or mana reduction is at play. We move forward to fire element. Young May. She's one of the heroes of the month in the year 2021. Fast speed, gives whack to one target and has 60% chance for 4 additional random hits on enemies. And then blah blah blah, other element link benefits. Little mana to red fellows, and if 2 are included, then of course of the same Legends family or year, then the element link benefit is available to all. Bunny Zou, part of the Lunar family. He is one really good hero because of the passive that shuts off impact caused by minions, especially those mana reducing minions of Water Pipe and various other fellows or crazy minions. So that's there, but that's not the only thing that Zou does. His talent ensures that at average speed, obviously he operates at average speed, functioning can be made fast, but that thorn minion for druids is really massive and beefy. The other thing is Zou gives a very hard snipe, which is many times a kill or an almost kill. That ailment to target a nearby is really handy. They resist healing, so basically he stops healing of 3 heroes, and there is a penalty of 250 damage per each resisted healing for 4 turns. Brilliant hero. Mr. Love, Cupido. Love conquers all at average speed. He cannot be stopped because he has the passive. So that passive really keeps him operational. And it's damage to 3, target nearby, if there is a nearby, and casts the mindless heal ailment, which ensures that as heroes or enemies charge up, they heal a hero on the opposite side, that is Cupido's allies. So both Cupido and Zou, brilliant picks depending on who you have in the roster and what you require. Let's go. We move to the element Ice. Badass chick with knives and an apple. Snow White costume. Slow speed. We know what Snow White does, the original one, and also the costume because it has been around for quite a while. Dispels and cleanses all buffs and status ailments, which can be useful but also an issue. I faced her yesterday and my team was almost dying, and when she fired, I thought it'll be dead, and she left them almost dead, but the important factor was all ailments were gone, which means the fellows who could be charged, I charged them up and then whacked. So she works as a double-edged sword many times. Damages, but she's an impact all hero, which is really cool. And additional 30% damage per removed status effect, which means if there's a lot of status effects, you are hammered. So if you have and are operating her, best is to give her those limit breakers and all the emblems that she has good stats to go and do the job. Moving to the hero that I use every day, all the time, and absolutely like, or rather I should say absolutely love, and that's Cinnamon. I got him first day, first portal when he was introduced, and he has been absolutely fantastic. So this is from my roster. Impact all, damage to all, frost damage, which is fairly decent one, and elemental defense down to all. So he goes hunting along with Hippo. Only just the two of them can finish off a team. That's how powerful they work in tandem. There's another unique thing that the pet's passive has, that if there is a minion, you get a little mana, which means many times when he has not charged for whatever reasons, I use him a lot in my attack, which you would have seen in videos with Pengi. So Pengi gives that one minion and boom. So usually I keep him next to Pengi, and hence he receives the minion. Having said that, absolutely love Cinnamon. I'm really amazed that he has been offered. Wow. Then comes an absolutely beautiful design of a hero. I'm talking about graphics to start with. Bubbles, the pussycat, fast speed, hard whack and a defense down, general defense down, which is useful. That mindless attack is a shifting mindless attack, which comes in really handy and can be really irritating. However, I want to say there is a lot of discussion and love affair with this fellow. Fair enough. I don't select a hero card based on the graphics and the love affair. It's the special that matters, and this special is brilliant. However, there is a way around this special. Now, when you are using bubbles on offense, you are able to control the special. The good part is bubbles is used also on defense, because that's how I have faced. Not so great. So there is a way around the special while dealing on defense, but on offense, absolutely fantastic. And one can give multiple. However, I rate bubble a notch below Cinnamon. So that's that. Though, and why notch below? Because Cinnamon impacts all immediately. So being fast speed and being average speed, I consider these days most players have appropriate troops to be able to charge average speed heroes and fast speed heroes almost at the same 3 matches. Yes, the fast speed ones can charge up in 7 tiles also, but usually when I say matches, it's 3 matches. Occasionally there is a 7, so there is a 4 and a 3 combo. So that's that. But Bubbles, really cool hero. We move to the Holy Fellows, and its costume, Odin, the fighter. And of course, the costume bonus. I have this fellow at 12. Very occasionally use him in the towers. And, or maybe in a clean occasionally when I feel like doing it. I like using him because there are other options too. So that's Odin. I will leave it at that. Impact all. The next one is a horny chick, Dabria. She has horns, and 40% chance to revive is her claim to fame, because the ones below are almost irrelevant, because heal over turn of 894 is nothing great. This is not the era of heal over turn. Some people still feel it's on the way out. I said it went out about a year or year and a half back, because slash attacks became insane. And hence, the 224 HP over each turn is not something significant, even though to start off it's low and then it increases with the subsequent turns. So that makes it even worse. So a slash attack just ends the story. So this heal over turn is nothing great. Yes, the all allies get minus 24 defense for 4 turns, which is immediate 24% defense, and which increases by 10% and is capped at at plus 54 defense. So that is useful again. However, it again is overturned. So the 30% additional defense comes over 3 turns. So this one is going to be useful if you're looking for a reviver that can be functionally fast. And I will leave it at that. We move to the last one, which is the pirate chick. I call her the finless chick, which is Ain. Holy cannonball fire at fast speed, cannon blast. So, really interesting hero, and I badly wanted her, never came. Being a fighter, so ability to revive, that adds to the twist and the strength of this hero. Her brilliance is she obviously hits one. People will say the stats are not as powerful, which is true. But as I said at the beginning of the video, hero special is the key for me. And this hero special is if the target has more than 50% health, whack, then that target has 50% health plus whack, which means many times she being fast charges are very fast. Charges are fast and hits a target with 50% more than 50% health and ends up hitting almost everybody. And that has happened like many times. I mean, all us players would have experienced Ain for sure, and the pain she leaves behind. Second portion of the third portion of the special, after the second portion has given pain, the third portion of the special is all those ailments. So if hit enemies use their special skills over the next 4 turns, then you have to use your special skills to find a way to live and survive. So you get minus 34 attack, minus 34 defense, and minus 24% mana generation. Now that's insane. So, brilliant hero. So there you go. So these are the heroes. I don't know whether this order, but there is some kind of a speculation and assumption being made that this is going to be the 10 tier, 15 tier, 20 tier. But what is important is 15 names out, and there are some really good names. Let's see who I find are good enough. While I have spoken, the top tier 10, there is a borderline benefit because of the special by 2 heroes, that is Odin and Francine. So they are useful depending on what your options are. You can look at based on the color that you want, but those 2 are still worth it because both are costumes. So they have the benefit of stats addition via the costume route, and plus their specials are brilliant. Moving into the tier of 15, as per this picture, I don't know why I haven't ticked Xiao Tu, the fire guy. I must have missed it while making it. But all the 5 of them are brilliant in this tier. And if I have to recommend in this particular tier, then obviously my topmost, actually all of them are equally good. I don't want to go into this topmost mode right now. All the fellows in 15 tier are worth it. In the 20 tier, which can go up and down, Narissa could come into 20 and costume Dr. Moreau could go up there, actually on D-Day. But in this particular tier, I am not a big fan of the costume Dr. Moreau, so I will leave it at that. But somebody is looking for a dark and is fixated on that particular tier, can give him a thought. But over here, all the 4 are brilliant. I would say in this particular tier, Ain is going to be high up there and Cupido is going to be high up there. Very, very clearly. And between Bubbles and Cupido, I would rate Cupido. Yes, Bubbles has a shifting, but there is a way around that. But Cupido on defense is bloody painful. He first gives the ailment to 3 straight away, and then you're stuck. And by the time you're trying to get out of it, he's charged and he's giving it to the other 2 also. So I would rate him really high. If you don't have Cupido, just don't apply any logic, pick him up. So yeah, I mean, this is what it is, and these are my thoughts. Good luck making your decisions. And see you in the next video, and for sure on the morning of Soul Exchange. I think this puts rest to the pre-Soul Exchange videos. And cheers!